The Philly alert.
Philly tonight might get real uncomfortable because not only are we asking why Jalen Hurts is still being disrespected, we're asking something even crazier. What if, just what if, the Eagles made a move that would shake up the entire NFC East? I'm talking about bringing in Dexter Lawrence. Yeah, you heard it right here. We're thinking about bringing in Dexter Lawrence from the New York Giants. Would you do it? And what would you pay? What would your asking price be for that? And what does that say about where this team is really at? This is the Philly Alert. Let's go.
But first, let's listen to Dan give his take on Hurts' situation.
Every single day I come in here and I want to make sure we have football conversation. And every single day someone is saying something about Jalen Hurts. So Dan, I'll ask the question. Is all of this criticism of Jalen Hurts, is it reasonable and is it fair?
No, but that's life as the starting quarterback in the NFL, let alone in Philly. I think, one, Hurts has become one of the, if not most polarizing guys in the NFL. Two, the facts and the opinions don't match. That's what's the interesting part of all this with Jalen. Fact is, he's been awesome since he's become their starting quarterback. We're talking wins, which is what everyone gauges a quarterback, franchise or not. 62 of them. He's accounted for 185 touchdowns. However, how he gets the touchdowns, I don't care, people at home, whether you like it or not. And he's top 10 in passing yards. On top of that, he's gone to the Super Bowl twice, won MVP of the Super Bowl once, and likely would have if they won the other one, okay? So those are facts. That's also being said at the same time of opinion. If you took every starting quarterback in the NFL and we just took them out on the field and we said, we're in shorts, just throw, you're not going to take Jalen in your top 15 because that's not his style and or strength. And I think that's where the rubber meets the road is you have facts are all this guy does is play well and win. And then there's these opinions of, well, I want this quarterback and that quarterback and that quarterback, that quarterback, that quarterback, instead of them when it comes to just playing the position.
What do you think, D-Wood?
How about our quarterback? How about our quarterback? I'm your quarterback. He's a stud. He is a stud. I knew he was going to play that way. I knew it. Don't doubt him. All he does
I'm
is
bird
win.
game 31 and I'm fly like an eagle. Hit him low, hit him high like the Eagles. Catch me on a podcast and we only talking Eagles. Dallas still sucks and ain't nothing like the Eagles. I'm one O-line. Jalen Hurts top 5. Run it like Saquon. Like I'm down Queen. Always open AJ. Touchdown, say. Strap him up like the Jean. Sack him up, Zach Bond. On the road to victory, yeah. We gon' watch all Eagles fly. Hit him low, hit him high. Hit him low, hit him low. Hit him high, we gon' hit him. Hit him low, we gon' hit him. Hit him high, we gon' hit him. Hit him low, we gon' hit him. Hit him high, we gon' hit him. Hit him low, we gon' hit him. Hit him high, we gon' hit him. Bird gang 31 is a Holtzman. Bringing Eagles to your door like the postman. Make some noise if you a real Birds fan. Make some noise if you a real Hurts fan. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's the Philly Alert. We in here, first time ever together. We missed you last week. I don't know who the hell B. Cunningham is, but
That's my name for tonight, B. Cunningham. You know what it is. I'm Randall's nephew. Randall's nephew tonight.
how's everybody doing tonight? Liz, how you doing tonight, girl? You're on mute.
Doing great. I'm just excited for tonight about talking about Jalen Hurts. That's my guy right there. So a little upset what I see in the media, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we definitely got. Y'all know I'm a big Jalen Hurts fan, and I'm gonna bring the heat on all your haters tonight.
Okay, you better bring it good.
My quarterback. My quarterback. But we got a lot to talk about, like you said, man. We're gonna talk some draft. We're gonna do a mock draft. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about this Jalen Hurts thing. We're going to talk about, are we even thinking about, or should we even go at trying to trade for a Dexter Lawrence, or even if is that even possible? We're going to relive the past drafts, first and second round, to see, players that the Eagles have drafted moving into this year. We're going to talk about the top 30 and everything like that. But, first we got to start out, man. The hate on Hurts needs to stop. What's y'all first instant reaction on this? Hate for Hurts, the slander about my quarterback.
Liz, you can go ahead. It's gonna get rough tonight.
I want to respond to you. Go ahead. I want to see what you have to say.
Okay, I like Hurts. I'm a Hurts guy because I'm an Eagles fan. But some of these narratives are very, very true. Like, hey, some of this is true. Like, top 15 quarterbacks. If you want a passing quarterback, you're not picking Jalen Hurts. I mean, it hurts for me to say that, but it's true.
But it's not true.
Okay.
We just seen Jeff Kerr come on. Shout out to Jeff Kerr and Philly Insiders. Come on and talk about how everybody's misled with the numbers of Hurts. Like, he's top 4 in, passing against the blitz. He's top 5 in, quarterback completions. He's top 5 in deep ball. He's top 10 in red zone. Like, what more do you want from the guy? He didn't got to be perfect. Ain't no quarterback perfect. Are we having any conversations about Patty Mahomes and the year he had last year? But when Patty Mahomes steps on the field in September, is anybody going to doubt that he's the best quarterback in the league?
No.
All right.
Nobody doubts Pat Holmes. Nobody doubts Joe Burrow.
He was absolute dog trash last year. His team sucked. They didn't even make the playoffs. But ain't nobody said not a damn thing about the Kansas City Chiefs or Patty Mahomes this whole offseason.
You know what? I just think Jalen Hurts is one of the most disrespected quarterbacks, and he should not be disrespected because he has brought Philadelphia on that for a while. It hasn't been this popular since McNabb days. We found great players. We need to keep them on the team and build a strong team around them. If we have a great defense, I think Jalen Hurts makes it very good next season and possibly take us to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, he going back to the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, we're doing
He
that.
does need a great team. I mean, I just think that he needs a great defense around him, and that's not entirely his fault, So I'm very excited to see what the future of the Philadelphia Eagles is, and I don't know. I love him, so. But I think it's because of the whole contract situation that there's so much Jalen Hurts hate. We just have PTSD for what happened to Carson Wentz, and they're trying to prevent that from happening again. But he's not Carson Wentz. He's still young. He still has a lot ahead of him. We just need to stop the hate. Like, we don't hate on other players and other quarterbacks. And I just think it makes me mad, honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna be the bad guy tonight. Hurts is a running quarterback that requires a great running game. Let's just call it what it is. Hurts is not going, okay, if you put Hurts in situations where he has to pass, tell me you taking Jalen Hurts before you take anybody. Tell me you taking him as okay, time out. I told you it was going to get good tonight. Let's go.
You're going to make me explode. I'm going to need more than
that's why we're doing this, to explode. This is entertainment, baby.
You not just hear me? I just said he is top 4 in completion rating last year. He was top 10 in the red zone passing, not rushing, passing. He was number 2 or 3 in deep balls. Like, what are you talking about?
I give you the deep ball. I give you the completion percentage, but anybody can have a good completion percentage. I mean, the Eagles' offense, it's not like he's making a whole lot of tough throws. I mean, he's throwing to AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and I mean, my God, we got Saquon in the backfield, brother. So let's just be real here. Jalen Hurts has always been surrounded by talent. And I went all the way back to the University of Alabama, and I'm an Auburn fan. And what I did was I said, let's get deep tonight. Calvin Ridley, Devontae Smith, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, Robert Foster, and Cam Sims, Irv Smith. All these guys were weapons when he was at Alabama. When he went to Oklahoma, he was throwing the ball to CD Lamb. Now, hey, I'm just saying, even in Philly right now, he has the best offensive line year after year. So to me, Hurts he's a good quarterback, but he's always been put in a good position.
Last year, and he had his best numbers last year. We had like the worst offensive line in football last year. Everybody was hurt all year long. Saquon didn't get busy last year.
He can't carry the whole team.
And what happened last year was Saquon didn't get busy.
Okay. He can't carry the whole team by himself. He needs a good team around him. Defense was lacking last year, so let's build a good defense, and I guarantee you he's going to play his best.
It wasn't even just the defense. It was number one reason the offensive line. Number two reason was the offensive coordinator.
Yes.
Okay?
But we fired him. We fired him.
I know. I like to cheer Jalen to the. I got his back to death. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. But I will say this. Skip Bayless did say this. Where was that at? What did Skip say about Hurts? Skip said this about Jalen Hurts.
Skip loved Jalen Hurts. You right.
He loves Jalen Hurts. That's why, Kevin Parr, he said, reports on drama between Hurts and the Eagles are true. This story to me was planted by the Eagles management. They believe that the Super Bowl went to Jalen Hurts' head. The Super Bowl went to Hurts' head. And don't just stop with the Super Bowl. We can talk about the Nike deals. We can talk about, all the endorsements Jalen's done did. And I'm a huge Hurts fan, but I also know the business. Why you think he ain't hanging out with his teammates all the damn time? And remember when Carson got booted out, we were mad at Carson because everybody hey, Carson don't hang out with us. He's not a team player. He don't want to hang out with us. And Carson's like, I'm in church, too. I'm doing Bible study. A couple of you guys can come with me. It's cool. Jalen is on Nike and doing commercials now. He's in, Nike ads, Jordan ads. He's doing hanging out with GOATs like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and freaking Jerry Rice. He's hanging out with all the GOATs. He's a legend now. He's a Super Bowl MVP legend.
Hey, let me ask you this question then, okay? You said all of that, but last year, okay, when everything wasn't lined up perfect, what did he do? What did the offense look like? And I mean, he can call audibles on the field too. So I mean, if they said that he was calling the audibles on the field, it was a lot of bad throws. And I mean, we got to admit, Jalen missed some huge throws. He missed a lot of easy targets.
I would say there's a lot of throws that were dropped too, for one. I would say there's a lot of pressure.
Drops.
I say there's a lot of pressure.
I'll give you AJ Brown will drop the ball, but he missed a lot of wide open throws too now.
He definitely did it on purpose too. Definitely.
And I would say that.
Come on.
I saw that. I saw the game. Are we watching the same game?
Yeah, you're right. I
was yelling at my screen. I was like, I can catch that fucking ball.
The offensive line was trash because they were hurt. He had people in his face. And if you're a guy like Jalen Hurts and Kevin Petula's trash, Kevin Petula was only good in calling red zone plays. That's why I was hoping he might have came back for a red zone package for our team. If they were going to keep him, he can be that red zone coach, and do that for Jalen Hurts because, that percentage jumped like 20% with Kevin Petula in terms of passing the ball. Not the red zone push tushes or nothing like that. Passing the ball. But
Yeah, those
along,
balls to Goddard, those were some nice plays. Like, because I had him on fantasy too, so I was real happy. And keep throwing the Goddard. Keep throwing the Goddard. That's what we need to do. I
but
got
in
him in a
terms of
keeper
this,
league.
guys, like, let's keep it real now. Jalen Hurts gets way too harsh a criticism on him. It's because we're the Philadelphia Eagles. We have the best roster in football. We have the best team in football. A down year for us is winning the division championship at 11-6. That's a down year.
Mhm.
Okay, everybody else dreamed. There's like at least 20 other teams that wish they had that kind of year.
So let me ask you a question.
Quarterback. Oh, wait, hold on. Quarterback wise,
Mhm.
you got Patty Mahomes trash year last year.
Okay.
Joe Burrow can't get a break. He can win. He can go to Super Bowl with no. It didn't. He didn't have to go through Patty Mahomes. He didn't have to go against Burrow. He didn't have to go against Lamar Jackson. He didn't have to go by no one but the New England Patriots, and he couldn't win it. Okay, that means you're a choke artist, my guy. Okay,
Oh,
there
yeah.
is
Him and Josh Allen.
huh?
Him and Josh Allen. Josh Allen, a choke artist.
Yeah, Lamar,
Yeah.
Josh, Burrow, choke artist. Dak.
Mhm.
So what do you want? Do you want the guy to lead the league in passes, or do you want the guy winning football games? The last I checked,
Now,
he's one of the best winners in the league. Like one of the best. For
I
one,
just
Jalen Hurts is one of 6 quarterbacks in NFL history to make the playoffs first 5 years starting before the age 28. Okay, 6. That means 6 people in that category. And that's where it goes at right there. Boom. 16-4 versus playoff teams. Look at those other numbers with your favorite quarterbacks. Look at Herbert over there at 3-18. You know what I'm saying? You got Joe Burrow at 11-14. You got Lamar over there at 17-11. Over there, you got Allen 14-9. Jalen Hurts is 16-0. He don't lose against the best teams in the league. Okay? He don't. These are your same star quarterbacks. You can't say team because Josh Allen's had star players before. Patty Mahomes got the best tight end in football, and he's won a Super Bowl with Tyreek Hill. He has Rice over there. He has Juju over there. He has he had Hollywood Brown over there, and Kelsey being the best tight end. So that's a lot of weapons. Hell, Lamar had one of the best teams like 2 out of the 5 years. Where they had like 11 to 16 freaking Pro Bowlers and like 5 All Pros, from both sides of the ball. Lamar teams, he's just a choke artist. Now, Burrow, he gets hurt a lot. In their defense, I can't always say the Bengals defense is tight. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an atrocious number. You're a losing record in terms of against playoff teams. But that still shows the clutch sheet ain't there for you. And definitely Herbert. Oh, get out of my face, Herbert. You ain't she. You know what I'm saying? You ain't she. Okay, so these are your best quarterbacks in the league versus other best teams in the league, and you see the record to who has the number 1 record. My boy. Okay?
And I honestly do believe that if you put any of those quarterbacks behind that offensive line and in that same system, or, just like, I honestly do believe now, this is just me, because I've seen Hurts get replaced by Tua and saw magic take place. So, I mean, hey, I told you I was going to be, I told you tonight I was going to come. I'm glad we got Jalen Hurts as a quarterback, but do I think that he's better than Joe Burrow or Lamar? No, I don't.
Yes.
No, bro.
He won us the Super Bowl. You won us the Super Bowl.
You won a Super Bowl. None of those
Saquon, if you handed the ball off to Saquon.
I don't care about stats. I care about winning the Super Bowl. That's
one guy in 2 Super Bowl appearances, should have been MVP in both appearances, ball out of his control. Do you want the guys that put up the numbers in the season, or do you want the guy that when it comes playoff time, when it comes championship football, the Eagles this 13 months ago put up the most points in NFL history, led by Sir Jalen Alexander Hurts.
You're right. And Sir Jalen had A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and he had a great offensive line. And I got hurt. You see the picture? I even got the picture up for y'all tonight. Y'all like him so much. Look at y'all. That's for y'all tonight. That's for Liz and BG.
Win Super Bowls without star players. I'll wait.
Okay. I get it.
The best tight end in football. Awesome offensive line. Hello. You know who taught us how to draft offensive linemen? Andy Reid. Okay.
Yeah.
So he is the coach of who? The Kansas City Chiefs, who won what? Multiple championships. And we dog mollywop they had every time we play them.
You're right.
So it's not about the line. It's about Jalen Hurts having the clutch G. And these playoff games, Lamar's throwing picks at the end of these games. You know, Josh Allen throwing picks or fumbling at the end of these games. It ain't the fact that their team's not good enough to be there, or they wouldn't be there. Only the best of the best go to the playoffs. So once you talk about playoff football, it's about
all right. With that being said,
number one.
We're gonna talk about these the top. So what you saying that the top Eagles quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Where are we at here? Top Eagles quarterbacks. Are you putting Jalen number one?
Look at this. Before we even answer, let's compare Jalen Hurts to Donovan McNabb. Because the only other person you can really compare him in terms of
just to McNabb
wins is Donovan McNabb. 93 games for Hurts, 85 games for McNabb. Okay. The records are 57-25 versus McNabb's 56-23. Now let's start taking away from that, because here we go. Completions. Hurts 64.4 for his career so far. McNabb 58.3. Hurts passing yards 17,891 to McNabb's 16,926. So he already got more yards. Okay, in his first 5 years. I think this is going to 5 years versus each other, same amount of years Hurts been going. Passing yards per game, McNabb has them, 199.1. Passing touchdowns, McNabb has them with 8 more touchdowns. McNabb also has some interceptions. What? 12 more interceptions. Passer rating for Hurts, 94.4. McNabb, 83.9. Better. Rushing attempts. Now Hurts got way more hurt. 779 compared to McNabb's 390. But the yards, obviously, McNabb, he did pretty good. He got a better average, 6.3 with 2,459 yards compared to 3,554 for Hurts. But the touchdowns and rushing touchdowns dramatically different. I know the pushers had, a big effect on this, but McNabb has 20 rushing touchdowns, and Hurts got 63 rushing touchdowns. Okay, Hurts got 1 championship. McNabb had 0 Pro Bowls. Hurts got 3 Pro Bowls. McNabb had 5. But guess what? McNabb never had. He didn't have an All-Pro, which I don't know if that's true. Is that true? McNabb never went to All-Pro.
No.
No.
I don't think McNabb was All-Pro.
And our boy Jay Hurts, All-Pro. And one thing damn sure McNabb didn't have, Mr. Choco Loco in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's a Super Bowl MVP. So now, in this about the stats with Hurts versus McNabb, about, I guess who else would you put in there? Randall Cunningham, Carson Wentz, Nick Foles. Who do you think is the best quarterback in Eagles history?
Jalen Hurts, hands down. He got a Super Bowl, and he's our current quarterback, and he's gonna win us more. So let's go. What's your opinion?
Come on. Beat
Hey,
Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham. Randall Cunningham. That's my favorite Eagles quarterback. I know.
He didn't win us
is my
the Super
favorite
Bowl,
Eagles
though.
quarterback of all time.
No, he didn't.
He did not
But
win us the Super Bowl.
The only thing Randall
you
has
know,
that Jalen don't have, I would say this about Randall. It wasn't with the Eagles, but Randall has an MVP and Jalen don't have an MVP.
mhm,
That is a fact. And that's one thing.
yeah.
But Randall got a Super Bowl MVP, but he does got a regular season MVP. And that's what Jalen don't got, you know.
And when McNabb, McNabb's receivers, we know he had T.O. They broke all kind of records.
Which would be the best receiver out of all the bunch.
Mhm.
Even AJ,
He
he's better
had
than Jordan, AJ, he's better than Devontae, he's better than anybody Jalen ever had.
James Thrash, Todd Pinkston, Reggie Brown, Jeremy Macklin, and Deshaun Jackson.
Whoa, Mac, Jack, and Avant, those were ballers.
Okay.
Deshaun
All
Jackson, the best deep threat in football all time.
I give you on that. Okay.
When he got traded, when they traded him, I was so upset.
Macklin,
Yeah.
he was cool. He was cool. I ain't gonna hate on that. He was cool. He was good. He wasn't no real Pro Bowler or nothing like that. But he was cool. You know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
put in the chat Freddie Mitchell. Oh man,
Oh
I got
yeah,
a headache.
the 4th and 25, Freddie Mitchell, my guy. He wasn't that great, but you know.
Oh man.
Listen, when everybody try to throw the talent, right?
What about Michael
that
Vick?
ain't Jalen Hurts' era. Like you can't hold him for the team wanting to be good and surround that quarterback with good talent. Like I said, all those best teams. You don't think Herbert had good teams? He had Keenan Allen, what's the other Quentin or whatever the boy name is, the big 6'4" receiver over there. He's had some good receivers over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this year, Lab McConkey balled out as a rookie. You know, like he has some great receivers too. Josh Allen had a great receiver. He has Stephon Diggs in his prime. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a couple of guys, you know. I won't really say Josh Allen. Josh Allen kind of does do it on the song. But, you know, Lamar Jackson, Hollywood Brown, you know, Flowers right now is a beast. He had the best running back in the league. If you look at the best running back, like consistently, Saquon had that year, but Derrick Henry been doing it for a while. You know what I'm saying? Derrick Henry doing it for a while. So you look at all these guys. You look at Burrow. You got Chase and Higgins, T. Higgins and Chase. They're the best 1-2 combo in the league. You know, so it's like, what are you saying?
Liz just mentioned Mike Vick.
Yeah, I remember when he ran on the field. That was crazy.
Mike Vick, Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Mitchell back in those days. Yeah, I remember B. Mitchell.
What's up,
That's when
Marlon
he actually had a
Miller?
return.
Marlon.
Look at Greg laughing.
Get
Shout out
him
to all you guys. Hit that like, that subscribe. Let's get this up now. This is some real talk. You know, we got Jalen Hurts. What other Jalen Hurts facts? Let's look at some of these guys here. Where's it at?
Are you mad he didn't sign an extension with the Eagles?
It's just too early. Like, I do like what Talib said about it, though. This is what Talib said about it. Oh, let's put that down. Okay. Talib was like, get a new contract. The timing of your performance is crucial. It's good to win a Super Bowl in year 2 of that deal, but I'd rather win that bitch in year 4 of that deal. So he's like, you know, contract time is in year 4. You'd rather win that championship, which I do think, you know, next year Jalen Hurts is going to win the Super Bowl again. I am on that tip. But, you know, when you're talking money, you can't go out there after the season the team has as a whole. Everybody, the morale is down. You don't even want to talk contract right now. You got to go out there and bust your ass and show it.
Yeah, but then his price is going to go up. If he wins another Super Bowl, he can ask for his price to go up.
Well, it's going to go up regardless of the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time a quarterback get paid, that price is going to go up and up. And Howie's always good at jumping ahead of that. Now let's say we Eagles start out 7-0. Hurts is doing good throwing the football. The offense looks smooth. They gonna give him
Hold
money.
on. We're not gonna say Hurts is. We already know, according to Liz and BG, that Hurts is an all pro. He's gonna have a great year next year.
He will.
He's
Yeah.
taking
You better remember what you said too.
Like I said, when Hurts is 7-0, the Eagles are winning, right? Then you will see Howie Roseman go to that well and go try to sign him early. But until then, it's the show me state. You know what I'm saying? You got to show me. Just like I said about Carter last week. Carter got to show us this year before he get paid. Everybody got to show. No one deserved a raise after the performance that we did last year. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one did. Jordan Davis got one, and he deserved it. Dallas Goedert had the best, receiving statistical year ever that he's had with us, and he got a pay deduction. He's not even making 10 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like top 20 now in terms of tight ends getting paid. So, yeah, no one deserved that big money like that. That's why all the free agencies left. How he wasn't really concerned about bringing them back, whether he thought he had the replacement or not. We needed fresh blood in the water. And I think that's what we got. You know what I'm saying? So
you saying that I was I'm looking at something right quick. Let's see here. Where is it at? This is Dak's cap hit. So maybe I am being hard on Hurts because Dak ain't won nothing. And look at how much he making. Like you think about that, he 43.
Yeah, that's Dak Prescott. Like you say, he's the new Tony Romo 2.0. The guy that gives you all the stacks in the regular season, but clutch time. And you gotta realize that that's it when the pressure's on. Playoff football really, it's like if you really want to look at the season, right? It's just like practice. Real football don't start till the playoffs start. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't start till playoffs start. Those are the real teams of the league. Those are the ones fighting for that trophy. And only one's gonna win. Every single year. So, and Jalen Hurts is 5 in a row. Hell yeah, I remember Hank Basket. I love him. We can go down memory lane. Like, there's some receivers, man. There's some receivers. My favorite back in the day, Kevin Curtis. Remember Kevin Curtis put up that 200-something yard game? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dante Stallworth from the Saints. He's a little speedy receiver we had for a little while. Everybody thought Reggie Brown was going to ball out because he's from Georgia. He's a big receiver. Thought he was going to come do something, and he never really lived up to his hype. Yeah, man, we had a lot of mediocre receivers. Yeah, I will say that.
After they washed up, they come down. We always get them like none but Ocean. Wow.
Riley Cooper. Remember Riley Cooper was receiver for us?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Racism.
Everybody drop your top 3, in the chat. Drop your top 3 Eagles quarterbacks. We'll probably be doing this with the running backs, the offensive linemen in the future, but drop your top 3 in the comments before we go to this.
Quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts, Donovan McNabb. Jalen Hurts, Randall Cunningham, Donovan McNabb. That's fine.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts, Nick Foles, and McNabb.
Ooh, Nick Foles and McNabb.
Liz all about the wins.
He won our first Super Bowl.
You can't blame her. You got 2 of these.
Statue of him. Well deserved. Well done.
I like that.
The Philly special. Never forget that.
Mm-hmm. That was perfect.
And what's your top 3, Byron?
The same as yours. And I got Nick Foles penciled in there too. It's like a 3A, but I like We agree on something for a change.
All right. Yeah. All that we need to come down. So all you haters out there, stop hating on my boy Hurts. His numbers, like I said, even in a down year of our football team, his numbers are still getting better. You know what I'm saying? He's showing you that in the offseason, he's out there working. He's out there grinding. He's out there working on his craft. He might need to work on his teammate leadership skills, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. But, you start to hear everybody stand out. Tank Disney stand out, spoke up for him. You just heard CJ say stand out and speak up for him. He is still that leader. He just got a lot more stuff going on in his life. You can't blame him. He make a lot of money to do it. So, your quarterback's not the face of Jordan. Your quarterback's not the face of the NFL right now. The Olympic commercial didn't have your quarterback in it. So, what are we really talking about? If your quarterback wasn't none of those things, and your quarterback wasn't the most recent quarterback to win Super Bowl MVP. So, what are we really talking about? Jay Hurts is still that guy. And this year, I think with a competent, like I told you, we don't need the best coordinator in the world. We just need a competent one. If I had a shitty coordinator, I'd change plays too. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Devontae, left. Hey, Jake. Look at the horn. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like every play. That guy is trash. So, are the media reports true? Probably. There's probably good 50-50 in truth in there. I don't really think everybody hates them like they do. I just think it's like the Eagles are the most polarized team in football right now. Anything you say is gold. Say something ridiculous, it's going to get 1 million clicks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Be someone credible and say something ridiculous about any of our star players. You know what? You heard about AJ. You heard about Jim. I bet you next is going to be something about Saquon. And actually, it just came out. They're like, they're pushing the whole narrative. Saquon said he only had to agree after he found God, which is a good thing for Saquon. Good job for you finding God. But at the end of the day, like, did we really have to talk about that right now? You know what I'm saying? Is that really changing his game? Is this something that's put your name on a Philadelphia Eagles player? That's how good we are. That's how much the rest of the league and the media is scared of us.
Yeah. B. Cunningham, baby. That's right. They're going to always hate on us.
I do need to go to the garage to get it. Hopefully, ain't no spiders or nothing in there because I don't like spiders. I got the old school Kelly Green Cunningham. I'm going to get it out. I got my Nick Foles, too. I got my Nick Foles Super Bowl thing, too. I need to put it in here, too, from the garage. Let me go out there and get it. That was my old studio back then, so I had to go back and go get it. So, but yeah, man, let's get over this Jalen Hurts thing, man, because that shit's dead at the end of the day. What's next on the topic? We can talk a little bit.
Dexter Lawrence. Let's
go Dexter. Let's talk a little bit Dexter. One of the best DQs in football. You know what I'm saying? He wants a new contract. So I think this is all really just strategy. When Myles Garrett wanted a new contract, what did he do? He came out and said, trade me. And guess what? He got his contract. Because if you think about this, they just got Harbaugh as a coach. He's a Raven coach, dirty, grimy. You know what I'm saying? Like hard-nosed football coach. You want a hard-nosed football team. Why would you take the biggest player off your team and trade him? That would make
right.
You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't make no sense at all. Like he's literally like the best player in your defense. Because you can go Burns, Thibodeau, all these guys, but it starts in the middle of the anchor. And what makes him so great is he's up. Every play you gotta double team him. Every play.
Yeah.
He's too big. He's like Jordan Davis, too big.
Yeah, he's a headache.
If Jordan Davis can incorporate his pass rushing skills that Dexter Lawrence got, he can be just as good, if not better. But that's what gives him an advantage of being the big guy. he can get at the quarterback too. You know, he had a down year last year, but even like when you're that big, those type of down years aren't even that down. You know, you're still plugging holes. You're still doing your job. You know, disruptive in the run game. Does he need more money now? I don't think so. Like even Talib was talking about it. He was like, he said, thinks Dexter Lawrence hasn't played well enough to get an extension this early in his contract. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't played well enough. These are his stats from last year. You know, you got, this is his stats period. 7 seasons with the Giants, 341 tackles, 40 tackles for loss, 103 quarterback hits, 30 and a half sacks, 5 forced fumbles, pass deflections 15. Those are good numbers for a guy that weighed like what he weighed like 360 or something like that. That's pretty good numbers. But you know, everyone
6'4", 342,
342,
28 years old. So he got a lot of left in him.
But doesn't he have like a low interception rate? That's why he's so popular.
What's that?
He has a low interception rate.
Well, yeah, he's a defensive tackle. He probably don't hit any interceptions. He's not Jordan Davis now. You know, Jordan Davis be getting picks and block kicks and taking them back to the house. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's not really his area. You know what I'm saying? His area is to clog that hole, stop the run. You know, and I think he does a good job with it. Like, would you, as an Eagles fan, let's talk about it, knowing that we had just signed Jordan Davis, would you trade for Dexter Lawrence to put next to Jordan Davis? And Jalen Carter, obviously. But I really feel like the Eagles, you know, with all these speculation for defensive tackles, like, where did this come from? I feel like they're really scared about Jalen Carter's shoulders. Like, and I would love to put Jordan Davis next to Sexy Dexy. Because now what are you going to do in the middle? You're never going to run the ball in the middle ever. Ever. Like, you got the best secondary in the league, and you never run in the middle. The only weakness would be a linebacker if they are weaknesses, but we got two of the best sideline linebackers in the game. I would even throw, you know, because they were saying, what would it take? They were saying, like, it would take at least a 3rd round pick. Some people say a 1st round pick, but he's 28 years old. We're not giving him a 1st.
Nah.
He can get a 3rd for the way he played last year. Maybe a 2nd. Maybe, because he is still special. Maybe a 2nd. But could you imagine if you did that, you probably have to go ahead, package Jalen Carter in a 1st round or a 2nd round pick to the Raiders and go get Max Crosby. Because you don't need Jalen Carter no more. If you got Sexy Dexy on this team to put him on with Jordan Davis on that front line, definitely don't need Jalen Carter no more. See you later, Jalen.
The way you're thinking now, that is a good setup.
I'm sending your ass to Las Vegas, and guess what? I'm gonna get Max Crosby. Now you got Sexy Dexy, Jordan Davis, and Max Crosby on the end, and you let Hunt and freaking Nolan Smith battle it out on the other side. Bring back BG. You still got Moro Ajomo in the middle, plus Ty Robinson. Hopefully he got better and better ready to play this year. Game over, my guy. Game over. That's checkmate. If Howie made that happen, it would be checkmate. The league would be done.
And Harbaugh has already said every player is tradable. So, you know, coming from the Ravens, you know, I mean, we already know how they move. So it wouldn't be shocking.
But it's like tradable. Yeah, every player is tradable because it's not your team. You didn't draft these players. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who's not tradable over there. Scatterboo's not tradable. Dart's not tradable. Neighbor's not tradable. You know what I'm saying? Burns probably not tradable. I don't even think he would really trade That's a pipe dream. And if the Eagles did it, the only reason why the Eagles would do it is A, to be dominant up front. Because I really feel like, think about it. If you, what would you guys think? Even in the chat, guys, tell me this: what would be more dominating if you had Sexy Dexy and Jordan Davis in the middle of your defense, or Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter? Think
Ooh,
about that.
that's rough.
Let's be real with ourselves. Let's not just go fan favorite because we love Jalen Carter. He's so great. See, he really hasn't proved shit, really. Yeah, he went to the Pro Bowl second team once. Last year wasn't the best for him. So he's already on a decline in your third year, and you never really maxed out yet. That's kind of scary. And you have two bum shoulders. Let's think about this, guys. Wouldn't it be really smart to go get Sexy Dexy? But hey, because you know what? The Giants will bite on it so hard. If you told the Giants, I'll give you a second round pick and Moro Jomo, they'll give you Dexter Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
They'll give you a heartbeat. Second round and Moro Jomo. If we get Sexy Dexy, put him with Jordan Davis, like I said, and then you would have to make that trade though, because now the defensive line is too good already. It's too good already. You have to get those ends, and you have to fix the ends and use Jalen Carter at that one piece that right now everybody still thinks he's one of the best DTs in the game. So right now you can still get at least a first round pick for Jalen Carter easily. I think you can get a first rounder. You can put him in and put him in the package with like a second or a third, and get Max Crosby. Hell, you might even be able to send him to Cleveland and go get Myles Garrett. Now you're talking about the future most disruptive player on the defensive line versus the most disruptive player on the defensive line. And I think you make your chances a lot better to get one of the top ends. But you'll be setting up your defense because you got to realize the guys we already got are big boys on the ends. We got some big dogs on the ends. The dude from Atlanta, and the other cat that we had. Like we got some big boys on the defensive end spot. So even just adding him alone would be amazing, and that'd be like one of the biggest defensive lines ever put together. You're not running the football, period. That's half of the battle. And when you got Quinyon, when you got guys like this, the no-fly zone, where can you throw the ball to? As our boy Woolen says, who you gonna try to pick on? Who? Neither one of them three. I forgot.
No, definitely not. No, that secondary is nice.
And see, that's what will make this even more better, is just because the secondary is already locked. If you really want to say, I'm a Jahad Campbell fan. I am still like wait and show me type thing, but I think he can do it. Like I think more like 60-40 that he got this. You know what I'm saying? That Campbell got this. It's like 60-40. It's still 40% chance he don't. But when you got a secondary like that, and then a dominant defensive line, it makes your job a lot easier. All you got to do is stop outside runs. That's what you're getting paid for. Because the middle's getting stopped. The secondary is locked up. That's all you have to do.
That pressure, like, if you get pressure on the quarterback, you got to think about that. With Woolen out there now, if any type of pressure, and one thing about it in the division, you're going to have to put some pressure on these quarterbacks because, right now you got to go against Dak, and we know Dark, like that it's gonna be trouble. And when you look at the Eagles' schedule, it's gonna be real, real important this year that we get a lot of pressure up the middle and on the quarterback because we got for some reason they just don't like Philly.
But we got right now, who's better? Dexter Lawrence or Jalen Carter right now?
Jalen
More
Hurts
proven.
is- Well, he's hurt, and he keeps getting hurt. And we need.
We can't hear you cutting out. We didn't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
You gotta talk a little louder.
I'm saying like Jalen Carter is hurt, and he's been hurt. You know, the majority of the time, so I say replace him at this point, whether it be Dexter Lawrence or somebody else. But we need to have a player that is not hurt is actually going to play. So
Yeah. B. Cunningham.
I agree. You know, I'll take Lawrence right now. All because like he gonna be on the field. Like we need bodies on the field. And when he's missing, when one of your star players are missing, it plays a major role. Like it changes the whole scheme. Everything is based around Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Like they anchor the defense. So with one of them are missing, that's why Jordan Davis had to get in shape. He realized he needed to be on the field more. We need your nephew Jordan and Jalen. We need them on the field. Like we gotta disrupt the quarterback. Looking at this schedule, I mean, this is I don't know. Like I know they say quote unquote they have a system, but man, this is again this year. Like this is gonna be make or break. Look at these opponents. If you look right here, we got the Rams, the Seahawks, the Steelers, the Colts, the Texans, the Bears, the 49ers. I mean the Jaguars. Look at those teams. Like that's not an easy schedule. So like it's gonna be real important.
Dog food. Let's talk about that.
I love taking away the Giants players. They get mad all the time. We took Saquon Barkley from them. That was the greatest gift they given to us. So
I see on this schedule, okay, the Rams always is something we normally beat them though. They would beat them 3 times in a row. They would beat Washington 3 times in a row. The Cowgirls, the Giants. Okay, so those guys nothing. Seahawks usually play us good. Their team got kind of depleted because they won a Super Bowl. Let's see if they bounce back or do they get the Super Bowl hangover. You know what I'm saying? Panthers played better last year, but are they really that scary? I'm not.
Jalen Phillips gonna know. You know he know a lot of the linemen's tendencies too. So
Jalen Phillips just got a back from the Eagles. Okay, he gonna be playing half-ass for us. He's not gonna play a part in that game. Whenever you come over here, we hook you on with the bag. You don't play that hard. You play us the next year. So Jalen Phillips gonna be chilling. He might even be hurt that week. You never know. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna try to do nothing. He just got paid from what 6 games on the Birds. Okay. Now you look at that Pittsburgh Steelers first year without Mike Tomlin, new coach, new system. Don't even have a quarterback right now. Not really worried about these guys. You know, Colts. Danny Food Stamps is back, but is he gonna be back? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he gonna be good again? Because that was the first year in his whole career last year he even played good. And at the end, he got hurt, and the team went down and drained. Yes, but is he really Danny Dimes? He got to prove that 2 years in a row to me. I thought that was a fluke year for him. Is he the next Kirk Cousins though? He can be the next Kirk Cousins. I don't know yet. We gotta see. The Texans lost some pieces, but D'Amico Ryan's got those boys good. But I feel like we always beat the Texans. You know, like I don't feel like they're like in our league. You go over here to the Titans, first year coach over there.
We're not worried about them. That's a homecoming game. Like
not worry about Malik or none of them guys, but they are drafting good and they are starting to get a lot of young talent over there. Depends what they do in the draft. They get a couple studs. It could be like something that where it could be a close game, but where I don't feel like we should lose to them. The Jaguars, another team, not really scared of. You know, players are still trying to leave the Jaguars. Should you really be scared of them? Not really. I don't feel like it. The Bears, playoff team. looking good last year. You know what I'm saying? I love Caleb. He's my boy from USC. Shout out to Caleb Williams. But he's gonna get his ass kicked. So this is not even
Yeah,
going.
they. I don't want to see. I don't like the Bears.
The Niners always play us tough, you know,
Yep.
and depending on when this game is played, if this game is played early in the year, I think it's advantage Philly. Later in the year,
The Cardinals play us tough too. I know that's hard to believe, but they always play us tough for some reason.
they don't have a quarterback. They're trying to get rid of their first round receiver, which I would love to get. Marvin Harrison, if you're out there, come play with me. You know, there's two guys on your team right now that I want to get. I want to get Marvin Harrison Jr. and I want to get Josh Sweat back. You know, because I feel like if we don't go get one of these big fish, like Crosby or Garrett, Josh Sweat is good enough. He had 12 sacks last year. He was mad he didn't go to the Pro Bowl. So a pissed off Josh Sweat already paid. Bring him back to Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring him back to Philly, let him go with the boys. You know, he already knows the system. He can get out to the quarterback. Game over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Josh Sweat is good enough. Like, everybody wants this Gennard guy or whatever. I don't want that cat. I want the guy. I think if you're going to get someone, get Josh Sweat. If you're going to swing for the fences, you know what I'm saying, you go get Crosby or Garrett. So.
We're going to jump into this draft tonight right quick. Want to do a quick mock draft, 3 rounds?
Yeah, let's get to this mock draft. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at – so before we get this mock draft, let's look at this here. These are the top receiver prospects because you hear the Eagles are talking about receiver. The only one I don't see on here that I think might fall, that we might get a chance, is my boy from USC, Lemon. But this is their big boy, you know, that they got from ESP. And that's Boston, Tate, Fields, Tyson, Cooper, who was just in on top 30 visit, Williams, Hurst, Rozelle, Lance, and Branch from Georgia. Those are nice. We just had Coop in. You know what I'm saying? Coop, you got just won a championship. You know what I'm saying? Indiana, which no one in the world thought Indiana was ever winning a championship. That is crazy that they won. I'm still tripping about that. But he's 6 foot, basically 200 pounds. You know, national champion, 13 touchdowns, 4'4", 240, 37-inch vertical jump. You know, they call him little baby AJ. You know, so if AJ's leaving, you know, AJ, we talking to your replacement right there. That's what it looks like. You know, they're trying to say Cooper would be a nice AJ replacement there. So, you know, I'm feeling good about this draft. I think let's take a look real fast. Let's look at the first round picks over the years. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like Brandon Graham, all-time legend. Remember Danny Watkins, the fireman? He was trash. Fletcher Cox, another all-time legend. You know, BT 2-time Super Bowl winner. Fletcher Cox, a Super Bowl winner. Lane Johnson, the best, you know, right tackle in football history. You know, 2-time Super Bowl winner, Lane Johnson. Marcus Smith was a bust. Yeah, he tried. He tried. That's what I said.
He tried and he died.
And he died. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad experience.
That was definitely bad. I was so pissed off.
Skip over this next guy. Don't even say his name.
I don't know. Aguilar, USC, baby. That's my boy. Nelly was all right. He won a Super Bowl for us, okay? He was the starting receiver that first Super Bowl, okay? He put his thing down that playoffs and for that Super Bowl. So you got to give Nelly love no matter what. Did he really live up to that number 1 pick? Probably not.
No.
You know, but Nelly played good football, okay? He wasn't trash, okay? He wasn't.
Is he retired now? It looks like that's a retirement picture. Is he retired already?
He might be. I'm not sure. Nelly's still playing football. What are you talking about?
Okay. My bad, man. Oh, I'm sorry.
That does look like an old picture.
Well, it is open. He got drafted in 2015.
Yeah.
16, Carson Wentz. And everybody knows the Carson story. We ain't even got to go there.
Yeah.
And then another bust. Not really bust. See, that's another one that's like, is he really a bust?
Yeah.
He won a Super Bowl with Devin Barnett. You know, he got the fumble recovery to help win the Super Bowl. You know, I think when he went to the Texans, he even had a good year over there. He never lived up to the first round pick. You know, Barnett. Then we got Andre Dillard, another bust. You know, we thought he was going to be the right tackle of the future. You know,
that one hurt. Now that Andre Dillard pick, it really hurt, and a lot of people question that pick too. But that one hurt.
That one hurt bad.
Yeah, it did. You're right.
But you know what hurt even worse? That next pick, Jalen Rager. We could have got Justin Jefferson, and we drafted Jalen Rager. Oh. Hindsight, but you know, I heard someone talk about this, and they said like, if we would have got Justin Jefferson, we never would have got this guy right here, Devontae Smith. And I love Smitty. I love Smitty.
Yeah.
But damn, Jettis, you know, I don't know. I don't know because Jettis is better than AJ. So it's like, that's just a bust we got to live with for the rest of our lives. But we came back strong with Devontae Smith, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, all studs. You know what I'm saying? Nolan Smith, Quinton Mitchell, you know, Jaheed Campbell. Those are all nice first round picks. Nice first round picks. And then you got, like, let's go second round because that's where I think Howie is in his bag. Because even on some of those first round busts, we did pretty damn good on the second round. You know what I'm saying? There's some busts here too. But we're going to start out with our boy Nate Allen. We went safety. Nate Allen. Nate Allen played some good football for us as a safety. Was he an all-pro? No. A good football player? Yeah, it's kind of like a Blankenship. That's how I think Nick Allen was. Kind of like a Blankenship. Jared didn't play that good with us. I ain't gonna give him no love like that. He wasn't really that great with us. I ain't gonna.
No.
He was trash. You know?
Yeah, he was.
Michael Kendricks was good with us. Won a Super Bowl with us. Zach Ertz, legend. You know, Eagles legend. Jerry Rice nephew, Jordan Matthews,
legend.
For what? The legend for what? His name? Like his bloodline? Like he got a bloodline legend? Like,
Jordan Matthews. What?
He was not no star receiver in the NFL. Let's just keep that shit real. We got Eric Rowe, trash. Eric Rowe was at these next two picks. The Eagles missed them, but actually did because Brown and Rowe wasn't that great on the Eagles, but their next teams they played better. They were actually good football players.
That's true.
They didn't do nothing with us, but they did better moving forward. Just like Rasul Douglas, that was another one. Rasul Douglas was great. He's still playing.
You're right.
But going down, Goddard, obviously, one of the best. You know, tight ends. So it looked like the tight ends coming in the second round pretty smoothly for Philadelphia. Mal Bowie! I miss Bowie. Bowie's my guy. Bowie's my guy.
I like Mal Sanders.
I don't like his career after the Eagles, but when he was with the Eagles, I love him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, now you got a bust there.
Oh, man.
And I'm real man.
That's the worst pick ever.
That's the worst pick ever.
That's the worst Eagles pick ever right there.
Umbrella man. Fans, who y'all think is the worst Eagles pick of all time? Drop that in the chat. The worst pick, because I think Umbrella Man got to win it. He was pretty trash. You know
Who
what I'm
now?
saying? And then we got here. Oh, yeah. It got a lot better in the second round.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just like the first
These
round.
picks better.
Jay Hurts, baby. The GOAT Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Jay Hurts, the building. Landon Dickinson, which I'm really getting scared about him, man. I hope he can keep playing. They shortened this man's contract, gave him some more money, and shortened his contract. That means he really might not make it like 2 more years, with those knees. But, he gave us a Super Bowl, I guess. If he can go out there and give us another one, go ahead and retire, because your knees are bad and you got
Yeah,
kids.
they bad.
You
Since
got kids.
college.
Yeah, that's your think about the future. Well, come out and kick some ass this year. How about that? Jerky, the same thing. Both of these guys went overseas to get like transplant surgeries and all the stuff they don't do in America. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we need some stem cell research. Okay, and they got some really nice things going for them. Hopefully, it works out for both of them. And then the All-Pro Cooper DeJean, the last second round pick, and everybody know who he that dude. He that
That's
dude.
my guy.
All those picks over the last, what was that? The last like 10 years. What's your favorite pick?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, baby.
Hands down.
Without a shadow of a doubt. I like her. She's gonna be a Hurts.
The GOAT.
What about you?
Jalen Carter. I like that Jalen Carter pick. That was a game changer. Like when you put him beside Davis, that was a good pick. Because the way that they got him, how he just dropped into their hands, and he was projected to be a first round pick, it was sort of like a gift. But you can't knock Jalen Hurts like in the second round. Hey, a lot of people said that was a reach. Got a Super Bowl with him. So I can see that one.
Well, let's get into this, man. What we got here? Draft day. Draft day, reminisce back in the day, draft day right here. We traded the San Francisco 49ers in 2004. A first round pick, the 28th pick, a second round pick, the 58th pick, for the 14th pick of that draft to get my guy, OG, Sean Andrews. You guys remember this thing?
Oh yeah.
I think I have a video for it, but my computer is messing up. What the hell? I can't even go down to videos. Can you go down to videos? I think I played it. Did I have the video for that?
I don't think so.
Let me see. What the hell? What the hell are you on today? Yeah, my computer's just bugged out on me. That's crazy. All right. Well, we don't have the video, but let's get to the next one. Let's get this draft started. Let's pop that up. Let's do a 3-round mock draft. I'm trying to reset this. See if Mike can help me out here. Hold on one second. See, I don't know that in the screen. I'm back. Okay, that fixed the problem. Okay.
All right. Who we drafting tonight? We got Kedrick Ball.
Oh yeah, oh man, I forgot to do this video. I wanted to show you guys this video because with the Jalen Hurts thing, because it was really funny on TikTok. Check it out.
For whatever reason, attacking Jalen Hurts and his deficiencies as a quarterback is just fair game. Newsflash, every QB has shit they don't do well on the field. Joe Burrow takes too many sacks. Matthew Stafford threw 17 picks his Super Bowl season. When we talk about other quarterbacks, it's like, hey, if they correct this part of their game, their team's going to be amazing. When we critique Jalen Hurts, it's like, if he doesn't fix this part of his game, he's fucking gone. He's going to be employed because he sucks. And more importantly, he's an introvert and I don't know how to read him. I don't know what to make of him and I don't like it.
I should have played that earlier, but that joke got me going, man. That joke got me going.
We're so quick to give up on our star players.
Yeah, you can't even until Jalen Hurts don't make the playoffs, at least. You know, since he's been started, all he does is playoffs. Whether the first round now or not. But there's not very many people that can say they went to the playoffs in their first 5 years starting in a row.
He's still young.
Yeah, still young. What's his record? Like 57-3 or 25 or something like that? Do I have the Jalen stats on here?
All right, so will we go corner or receiver right here?
We can't see the draft, buddy.
Oh, hold on.
It's loading, guys. It's loading. And we want you guys to participate. Help me tell us what you want us to draft. Okay, let's see who's drafted. Go back to the top and see who was drafted. Oh my God, Sadiq. I really think y'all want to know BG's number one pick is Sadiq. Let's go ahead and end that. You know what I'm saying? Goddard's gonna be going next year. Him and Sadiq together would be amazing. Oh. What's going on here?
Hold on, my computer lag. Give me one moment.
While his computer is working, guys, I need you guys to do me a favor, Eagle Nation. Y'all need to go on Bird Gang Nation Superfans. It's an amazing site. Bird Gang Nation Superfans has everything you need as an Eagles fandom, from music to games, trivia, freaking trading cards, dating. It got everything. Everything you can think of. Best spots in Philly to get cheesesteaks, watch the game, tailgate, freaking everything you can think. It is amazing. For the makers, you know, I can see why Meta bought Manus, because those guys are amazing at what they do. Bird Gang Nation VIP Superfans. Go ahead. It's birdgangnation.vip. Go check it out. Become a member. It's growing. It's just starting, but it's growing. And you need to be on there if you're Eagles fan for sure. How are we doing on this show? On this draft? Is it out?
It's coming up right now. I had to restart, so.
See here. Why is looking for that? Eagle Nation 2, would you do this trade? Because if you didn't want to give up Jalen Carter, right? Which most people don't want to do, would you guys give up Nolan Smith? A first and a third? Is that what it is? Nolan Smith, a first and a third for Max Crosby? I'll do that in a heartbeat too. And then you keep Jalen Carter too? What? You don't get 60 days, you just do that? Keep Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, I'll give up Nolan Smith in a heartbeat. That wouldn't even be a question. Would you guys make that trade?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with it. Like, hey, look, whatever we got to do to we in a win now situation.
Yes,
So if we got to give up picks, let's give up picks. Howard can get picks back.
facts.
So that shouldn't be a problem. Like, and we can already see we make a killing in the second round, third round. So let Howard cook.
Let them cook.
Like
And where this draft at? Where we go with that?
seems like we have a lot of Jalen Carter.
What you say? We can't hear you.
Oh, I said it seems like we have a lot of Jalen Carter fans in the chat.
I'm not
giving
giving up on Jalen Carter. Okay.
and I'm not telling you to give up on him. I'm just saying, split up a shed of time. And I would trade Jalen Carter for Dexter Lawrence. You guys might hate me for it, but I'm gonna say it on live TV. I would do it. I would do it. Says, how about that
So we
guard,
got
Penn State? A guard? That's actually good. Who's that? Is that Vega? Let's see who
we
we got.
got Mendoza going to the Raiders.
Okay.
Arvell Reese going to the Jets.
Okay.
Jeremiah Love running half from Notre Dame going to the Cardinals. Ohio State, Sonny Styles, linebacker, to the Titans. Caleb Dam, safety from
Giants.
Ohio State. That'd be nasty.
That would be nasty.
David Bailey, we talked about him on the first show from Texas Tech to the Browns.
Myles Garrett.
Yeah, that's gonna be bad. Ruben Bain Jr. Going to the Commanders.
I don't
Francis
like that.
LaGuardia. No, I don't like that.
That'd be
Going
good.
to the Saints do need offensive line help, so that's not a bad fit. Delaney, the safety you had mentioned before, going to the corner, going to the Chiefs.
They need him because they got traded away to Rams, both of their cornerbacks.
Mm-hmm. Cornell Tate.
I don't understand that pick. That'd be over.
I don't either. They said they need
Higgins, and you want another receiver.
And then a lot of these teams, from watching a few shows, they're going with the best player available in the first round now. So that's the reason why it's like that.
He's not getting the ball very much.
Hey, I agree. They may be setting up a trade too.
The Dolphins go with Freeling.
Mm-hmm.
They need a whole team, so okay, any pick is good there.
They got Dallas getting the safety from.
I wouldn't like that because that fool's a baller.
Yeah, he can play.
Out of Oregon, he's a baller. This seems like they got the NFC East drafting all ballers right now.
Yeah. Sadiq to the Rams, man.
That's be too much too. That's overload.
I don't know.
They already got like tight ends over there.
Where's Myles Garrett?
He's not in the draft. Myles Garrett's playing right now. So this is all just draft picks of this year.
Jordan Tyson to the Jets.
Limit to the Lions? No.
I don't like that pick.
Right there. That's an overload pick. If Limits went to the Lions, they already got Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got Williams over there, J-Mo. And he added Lemons, man. They might be unstoppable. Ooh, the safety everybody wanted, McNeil Warren. He's gone. I think that's the line. Oh yeah, the guard from Penn State. Y'all want it? No, he's gone to the Vikings.
And they need some linemen too.
Dallas again?
Yeah, they got two first rounders.
Who's that? Oh, edge rusher from
Miami.
Miami.
Messador.
He was good.
The
He made it a
Steelers
champ.
got Blake Miller. They got them getting a tackle.
Okay.
And the Chargers, they got Jermod McCoy from Tennessee. And so now
Who's our best player we got?
Huh?
Oh, Auburn faithful, Mr. Auburn fan. Was he number one?
Yeah, but Cooper right here available too.
Cooper Jr., receiver. So this is like, is AJ staying or is AJ going?
Correct. That's a determining factor in this draft. Is AJ staying or going?
I think this will be the first telltale sign. If AJ is going, this pick right now is Omar Cooper Jr. If he's going,
All right.
that's my thing. What do you think, Liz? Do you want to get Cooper Jr. or you think
Yes.
AJ's going to stay and we should go after a defensive guy?
Yes, get him and get rid of AJ Brown.
No AJ, draft Cooper.
Yes.
I'm gonna say AJ going too though. Let's go ahead and get Cooper Jr. Oh,
It's about damn time. I've been wanting him to leave.
and he just won a national championship, so you know he balled 13 TDs. That's more than AJ had last year. What's this thing going on? What's going on here? We had some technical difficulties. We had to back
Yeah,
up.
for some reason PFF logged in, but I have the draft grade next week. We'll pick up on that draft next week. For some reason PFF is lagging tonight or whatnot.
It's lagging out.
Yeah, because I can't even.
I believe Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter have a chemistry together. They do.
Yeah, they do.
They definitely do. The only reason why I even talk about anything like negative towards Jalen Carter is those shoulders. You know, the position he plays and the down play, you see how worse he played last year being hurt. It showed that he can't be like one of those superstars that can kind of like be hurt and play at a high level. You know, like you hear about some of these players, you know, broken fingers, broken this, broken that, but you would never know the whole season until the end of the season. But I don't really think he's one of them players. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, shout out to all you guys in here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share. I don't know where everybody went, but I am here still. I want to make sure we covered it.
Okay.
We covered everything tonight. Draft, we will get that mock draft back to you guys. Do a full little mock draft next week.
And we'll cover the receiver room next week too. You know,
Yeah. I definitely want to get into that. Like, especially we should get a little bit more. We see what the Eagles are doing, if they're moving on some of these receivers or not. So, because we got some weapons there too, we definitely need to get into a little bit deeper still. But anyways, guys, hey, we're at hour 24 in. You guys got any last words?
oh, it's a good show. You know, very interesting.
I have a good feeling about this coming season, and I feel like more hopeful that we're getting AJ Brown. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. All I gotta say is haters is gonna hate, and Jalen Hurts is gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? Haters gonna hate and Hurts gonna be great. Because the more you talk about him, and that was one thing that I do, I will say out of all the BS we heard, I think it's 100% true. they might have needed to come through the media to get him going. Whenever they criticize Hurts in the media, he's too prideful. He always works harder and comes back to shut you up. So maybe that was Howie Roseman sending these messages out. Nick Sirianni, hey, say he sucks, say he don't listen, say he don't this, that. So, because I can't tell him straight up. They don't. I think he became so much of a superstar because you heard Lurie talk about I hang out with him all the time, as if this guy's he is special, I guess. But when your owner's gloating about you, about hanging out with you, like you're the cool kid on the block, then he probably got a little head, on him. Like he thinks his shit don't stink. So what better way to get that shit out in the air is by putting it out live on social media.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? That it was a hit to get Jalen Hurts to play better football this year. And as you know, Jalen Hurts, whenever you throw a challenge in his face like that, he always comes up and he always plays better. So he says 15 days to the draft, guys. 15 days. So that means the next show, yeah, we definitely got to maybe do a couple of drafts, because that means there'll be a show before the draft. There'll be a show before the draft. We'll get that lined up for you guys next week. Thank you guys again for all your support. We're going to definitely get better and better and better as we get along through this.
Mm-hmm.
It says around 1 on 23rd, 8 p.m., 2 and 3, 24th, Friday. Man, I work all those days. But actually, we're going to do a draft show. We're going to do a draft show. I'm going to be live. Draft Thursday. Like, I get out before 8 o'clock. That's for sure. I can get out of there before. I might have to go to work still, but I'll be out by then. So I'll try to get that draft show. We do a live draft watch party with you guys. We have predictions, seeing who, the Eagles will pick. We'll be there together to celebrate or be disappointed about, because we had some picks in the first round that we weren't so happy with in the past. It's going to be one of those years. This isn't a very strong draft, I don't believe. I think, safety, edge rush, and receivers kind of heavy. But that's pretty much it. I think that's really heavy in this draft. So if the wrong guys fall in the wrong spots, there's always surprise picks.
Yep.
That teams pick players that you think they never pick, and it kind of messes up the draft. So we see how the draft fall to us. We definitely get a couple of these mock drafts in, and we're gonna be putting out some more content. So be on the lookout for everybody. Liz E on all social media platforms. It's not B Cunningham. Tell them where they can find you at.
Hey man, the B Cunningham tonight. Birds fan 81. Birds fan 81.
Go find Birds Fan 81. And you gonna be at Burger 31 everywhere. So fly, Eagles, fly. You guys don't have nothing cool to say?
No, I don't have nothing, y'all. I guess y'all won.
Fly, Eagles, fly. When y'all gotta say go Birds or something, like, come on now.
Let's go Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Y'all won the Hurts. Y'all won the Hurts argument tonight. I guess we stuck with them. So, I guess I'll wear a Hurts jersey next week, probably.
Yeah,
Hurts too.
You got your Hurts jersey on already. You ready, girl? You already know. It's Hurts forever. Hurts for life, and we out.
How about our quarterback? How about our